Hello, this is your special education virtual content specialist with the 6th grade math lesson for June 10th. This lesson, like all other lessons, can be found on TeachHub. All lessons provide the title, the focus question, and the learning objective, including the standards and objectives for teachers. Additionally, we provide guidance for using the resources, including instructional and technology guidance, implementation guidance for each slide in the lesson, guidance for summarizing, guidance for assessment during instruction, and general methods of engaging with students with disabilities and multilingual learners. Sixth graders are continuing with Unit 8, Data Sets and Distribution. Day 27, the median of a dataset 2. What is the median? How can we find it? The introduction presents students with a dataset on the number of siblings. Students are asked to sort the data from least to greatest, and then find the median. In this situation, do you think the median is a good measure of a typical number of siblings for this group? Explain your reasoning. To support students with disabilities, you can provide them with spaces to write the numbers from least to greatest, and then a sentence frame so students can focus on the content of their answers rather than on the structure. Students should be able to independently put the number of siblings in order, which would be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 7, 10. The median would be 1, since the average of the 5th and 6th values comes out to be 1. To extend students' learning and to connect to what they'll be doing in the Explore, you can also ask students, in this situation, do you think the median is a good measure of a typical number of siblings for this group? Explain your reasoning. A sample response would be, yes, I think the median is a good measure because one sibling is in the middle of where most of the points in the data set are. Almost a third of the students have one sibling. For the Explore, since this is the second day of a median lesson, it's not necessary to do a workshop model, but if you choose to do so, you could make this the I do. Students are presented with a dot plot showing the travel time in minutes of Elena's bus rides to school. Students are asked to find the median travel time. What does the median tell us in this context? If you are doing this as an I do, you should write out the numbers so that students can see what the values are. You have 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 10, 12. Then the median would be the average between 8 and 9. So 8 plus 9 divided by two numbers comes out to be 8.5. What does the median tell us in this context? A sample response would be the median of 8.5 tells us that half of Elena's trips to school took 8.5 minutes or less, and the other half took 8.5 minutes or more. An anticipated misconception, especially if students are doing this independently, is that when determining the median, students might group multiple data points that have the same value and treat it as a single point instead of counting each one separately. Remind them that when they lined up to find the median number of letters in their name, every student counted off, even if their name has the same number of letters as their neighbors. Additionally, to synthesize the introduction and this slide in the Explore, you might want to have a focused discussion on the median as another measure of the center of a data set and whether it captures what students would estimate to be a typical value for each data set. Emphasize to students that the median is a value and not an individual. For example, if the last person standing in the class has 5 letters in their first name, the median is the number 5, not the person standing. If there's another student who had 5 letters in their name, they might have switched places with the last person standing when lining up initially. Although the person standing changed, the median remains the same value of 5. At this point, it is unnecessary to compare the mean and median. Students will have many more opportunities to explore the median and think about how it differs from the mean in upcoming activities. For this portion of the Explore, if you are treating this in the workshop model, this could be the we do. And as you can see, I divided Jada and Diego's values onto two separate slides in case you want to treat it as the workshop model. Remind students that they should be putting their numbers in order. That would be 8, 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 20, 25, 25, 25, 35, 40, and then they can find the median. The median in this case is 20. For this portion of the Explore, students are finding Diego's median. If you are checking to see if students are putting the numbers in order, the times in order should be 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, 45, and the median should be 22.5 minutes. For this portion of the Explore, students should be able to explain what the medians tell us about Jada's and Diego's piano practice. A sample response would be, one half of Jada's practices were 20 minutes or shorter, the other half of her practices were 20 minutes or longer. Half of Diego's practices were 22.5 minutes or shorter, the other half were 22.5 minutes or longer. For the summary, students are responding to the focus question, what is the median? How do we find it? Here are two example sentence frames for you to utilize to support students with disabilities. There is a video to support students who struggled with the lesson and family resources, so remind students to check these out. For additional practice, students can complete the Open Up Resources practice problems, IXL 6th grade skill HH.2, calculate mean, median, mode, and range, or Khan Academy calculating the median. These lessons were designed utilizing illustrative mathematics and Open Up resources. Feel free to visit these resources to support digital learning. If you have any questions, please reach out to your virtual content specialist. Thank you.